Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English news of BB radio, television station and newspaper. And following are the headlines for today. Delegation from Consulate General of Japan in Ho Chi Minh City visits Binh Phuoc. Shortage of worker for paper harvest in Binh Phuoc. Vietnam next phase of development will be less digitally. Vietnam prepare for safe resumption of tourism. And now are details. Secretary of Binh Phuoc Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Cường, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee Trần Tuệ Hiền, and leaders of local department and agency have welcomed a delegation from the Consulate General of Japan in Ho Chi Minh City paying a visit to the province.
According to the Provincial People's Committee, Japan was the second largest FDI partner in Vietnam in 2021, with capital totaling $64.4 billion. Binh Phuoc currently had 393 FDI projects with investment of $3.3 billion. Of these, 7 are from Japan, with investment of $23 million, or 0.7% of the province's total FDI capital. During a meeting with Japanese businesses in Hanoi on January 10, leaders from Binh Phuoc province expressed their appreciation of the potential Japanese investors hold and hoped that large corporations as well as small and medium-sized enterprises from the country would invest more in the province. The leaders also expressed the belief that the strengths of Japanese enterprises in regard to technology, finance, international market networks, and business administration, when combined with the advantages Binh Phuoc holds, would bring practical benefits to both sides. The Japanese ambassador to Vietnam, Yamada Takio, emphasized at this meeting that Binh Phuoc has a great deal of potential and strengths, so it is necessary to improve investors' understanding of the province.
Despite the pay for one-day work in the paper harvest increasing from 180,000 to 220,000 Vietnam dong, such workers are still scarce in Binh Phuoc province.
Vũ Văn Hoàng family business in Hùng Phước commune, Budop district, has 2 hectares of pepper to be harvested. Hoàng, however, has been unable to engage any workers. Most young local workers are employed in factories or companies outside the province, while local seasonal workers are not particularly interested in the pepper harvest.
The increase in pepper prices is a good sign for farmers. The agriculture industry recommends that growers pay more attention to the harvesting stages when the peppercorns are ripe and properly dried to ensure quality. After harvesting, they need to exercise appropriate care and ensure the prevention of any diseases so that their crops increase their resistance.
Cashew nuts are the main agricultural export of Binh Phuoc province, but as food item, quality will suffer if they are left in storage too long, especially if they are heading to fastidious markets around the world.
COVID-19 has triggered a major backlog of all types of goods, resulting in warehousing costs increasing, while freight costs also went up, presenting significant problems for cashew nut enterprises.
Shipping rates are skyrocketing at the moment, to the surprise of all involved. This results in the price of cashew nuts rising as well. If enterprises do not adjust their prices, they will suffer losses. But doing so may result in them losing credibility with partners.
The higher transportation and warehousing costs, as well as longer delivery time, as a surcharge to each shipment, with the rising price affecting businesses and Binh Phuoc's cashew nut exports.
And now, let's take a look what's going on around the country. Vietnam's next phase of development will be led digitally. The country's fast-growing digital economy is likely to help the country become a high-income economy by 2045. While there will be challenges to overcome, this development journey will also present many opportunities for investment across sectors, according to the article recently published on spring.com.
namely Vietnam's digital boom to lift the economy. The article noted, while there will be challenges to overcome, such development will also present many opportunities for investments across sectors. According to the author, Vietnam is popular for its golden demographic population, with nearly 56% of its people are under 35, the highest among countries in the region with similar income levels. The article also wrote, Vietnam's middle-income class earning above $700 a month is estimated at one-third of the population and expected to double its size by 2030. Such growth will underpin domestic consumption for services and higher value-added products. Digitalization is becoming an integral part of consumers' daily life in Vietnam. The country's digital economy is growing by double digits, and the total market value is expected to hit $57 billion in 2025. Vietnam's digital market is fast growing, driven by strong growth in e-commerce, fintech, and education.
Vietnamese goods and furniture products are expected to grow in 2022 due to the purchasing demand of the international market, along with the meeting necessary factor in free trade agreement. According to the General Department of Vietnam Customs, the export value of Vietnamese timber and wood products in 2021 to the America reached $9.3 billion, up 22% compared to 2020.
Despite experiencing a difficult year last year, after being heavily affected by the pandemic, the country's exports of timber and non-timber forest products in 2021 was predicted to reach $15.6 billion, up 18% year-on-year, in which the exports of wood products reached $14.5 billion, up 17.2% from 2020. Vietnam's timber and forest products are exported to over 140 countries and territories, of which the main markets are the US, Japan, China, EU, and the Republic of Korea. The Vietnamese wood processing export industry is expected to develop with an export turnover value of 20% higher than that of 2021. The gains are attributed to the effects of FTAs such as the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, the UK-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Along with the policy of safe and effective control of pandemic, Vietnam's tourism sector continues to prepare solutions to recover and adapt to the new normal.
Recently, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has sent the government a proposal to completely open international tourism, including welcome foreign tourists to Vietnam and allowing Vietnamese tourists to travel abroad from March 21st. From now until March 13th, Vietnam will continue to implement Phase 2 of a pilot program to welcome international tourists, but it is proposed to expand to localities in which residents have received the third dose of the vaccine and low-risk areas. Under the pilot program, international tourists can visit 7 localities, including Phu Quoc Island in Kiên Giang Province, Khánh Hòa, Quảng Nam, Đà Nẵng, Quảng Ninh, Bình Định Province, and Ho Chi Minh City. Travelers need proof of double dose of vaccination or that they have recovered from COVID-19 within 6 months and a negative RT-PCR certificate within 72 hours before departure. Visitors are only allowed to participate in tourism activities in package tours registered in advance. On the 7th day of the itinerary, if traveler has tested negative for COVID-19, they can continue to travel to other locations that have been approved for international arrivals.
Nguyễn, a Vietnamese writer living in U.S., has recently released the book reflecting her feeling while in the U.S. and has been struggled from loss to indignation and from fear to life balance for a young woman who lived far from her native land from a very early age. Join us to take a look.
The book, Nguồn Cội Origin, features short poems and stories from Dan Thi, who was found herself stuck in the cross-cultural life. Like Thi, many young people have been at war with themselves to find out who they are and what they should do in the future. The book gives readers a better insight into the cross-cultural experiences of Vietnamese people in foreign countries. Thi expressed her pride and showed her respect for the cultural differences and diversity.
I want to share my experience when I first went to the US. I found many differences in the two countries. At first, I was sad because people in the US do not want to know about me. But I feel better now. My advice for people like me is that we should accept the differences and move on.
The book not only highlights the feelings of the author, but also gives voice to the experience and circumstances of others. Through the book, he wants to raise public awareness about cross-cultural issues while encouraging people to respect differences. Nguyễn Đan Thi was born in Ho Chi Minh City, then left the city for Texas at the age of 12. She earned a business degree from Babson College, but was attracted by arts and linguistics, and sees writing as the bridge helping minority groups become connected to a world of rising levels of cross-cultural interaction.
That is all for today on BPTV News. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.